Today's video will entail swapping over these.
And pause. I do just want to say, if you are like one of the 30 people who watch these videos, thank you. Because I put a lot of effort into these, and I know the quality still might not be the best, but I'm trying to make do with what I got right now. And if you watch, I appreciate it. If you like, I appreciate it. If you comment, I appreciate it. Just thank you for coming on these journeys with me that I do. Just trying to show you kind of what my life as a car guy who's not a millionaire entails. So just a broke college kid making it work. Anyways, thank you if you are those people who watch. I do appreciate it a lot. Back to the video now.
LS400 calipers over to the new GS. And I will be taking these calipers, which are actually newer, and we're going to put those on white GS. It's pretty easy. The one thing that you need to do, you need to purchase some RCAs where the ball joint of the tie rod end is. That will hit the bigger caliper if you don't put that on. So you need to put that on there, but we will swap that over and get these guys on the black car. I'm not sure that I love the color yellow on the black. It looked good on the white. But we'll see. I was thinking maybe like orange. I'm not too sure, but we'll figure that color out later. Either way, we're gonna swap these over. It's super easy if you guys want to do it. With these old ass cars, I don't like to go on the pinch weld. Frame rails are perfect. Hey, right about there. Look at my exhaust setup. We're gonna have to fix that one. Frame rails only. That way you don't bend your pinch welds or go through them. I had that happen one time. That's not fun. So you can get a little bit better look at what I was talking about here. This would hit here. If it weren't for that blue guy there. That is the RCA, or a roll center adjuster. Basically, that spaces out the knuckle off the ball joint a little bit. Some people say it helps with like bump steer. I've heard people say it helps with like steering wheel return too. I would somewhat agree with that. Bump steer, not so much, but definitely steering wheel return. And then it allows you to run the big brakes, which is the main reason that I run them. Cool thing is, you don't have to change any hoses. You just use the factory hoses that are already there. What I'm actually going to do is disconnect them here, leave the hoses on here on the caliper side of things, and then just swap them over, caliper and hose. I do have new pads and rotors that will go on the white car. One thing you do have to do too is cut the dust shield right there. So what I was talking about when I said you got to cut some stuff, you have to cut from like here to the end. Cut, you see where it bends? Cut it so that it's like straight, or you can at least cut the lip off here and then leave it straight. Could take it off too, but this car's been in Ohio for a while, so that's not happening. So same thing down here, start about here, cut it across, and then make sure it's straight so it won't touch the rotor. What's cool about this is you don't need to buy too many parts. Just the RCAs, some LS400 calipers, rotors, and pads, and they will fit right up. You can kind of see what I'm talking about here. You had to cut the lip off so the rotor can fit. One thing I did forget to mention here is that you got to cut this as well. So just be careful you don't stick it too far in there. The driver's side is done here, so all I need to do is throw the rotor on. I mean, it's done. It's pretty easy. Like I said, you just gotta have that guy. That's key. We're gonna finish up the passenger side here, and hopefully that goes pretty smooth. I don't see why it wouldn't. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a right side bracket laying around. So probably can get some rubbers for that, but it's probably all bad in there. Not great. So we'll see what we can do for now. But yeah, that's not good. Thankfully the new pad kit I got comes with hardware, but I mean, check that out too. We're done here. See, this side's got this one on. Good to go. I just gotta bleed it. This is holding up pretty good. But yeah, just gotta bleed it, and then we're good to go. Not sure how I feel about the yellow on there, but I don't hate the yellow on there. I had a 5mm wider spacer, so I got 25mm up front. A little bit good, but I got the bulldog fitment. This looks terrible. So I think I'm gonna get a 20 on there. If I do put a 20 on there, I'll probably have to roll the fender, or roll the quarter panel, sorry. Not opposed to doing that. Just gonna need done if I really wanna get them to fit better. How I want them to, at least. All right, it's been a few days, but I got another bracket here. A bracket alone was like 80 bucks. And a caliper was also 80 bucks. And the bracket was missing slide pins, and it didn't have any rubber. So we figured we'd just get a caliper. I'm gonna put this on there, and then yeah, it should stop a little better. That caliper being seized up, you can see this rotor, you can tell, is actually making contact. That'll cause for some braking performance issues. It's no one's fault though, it's just Ohio weather for you. So let's put that on. This will make things a little easier. Oh, if you turn the key the right way. You can pull everything, get more leverage on it out this way. Nice little tip if you're working on the ground or at home. Helps a lot. You can see the pad is all worn down a lot more than this side. I don't know how I never noticed that. It never really stood out to me. Oh yeah, that's cross-threaded. We're in there. I don't think this bolt actually, well, I know it didn't cross-thread in there. It started good, but I think the threads are just kind of dirty on that. I should have cleaned them up, but it'll be all right. It might just make it hard to get it off next time. So I didn't put that other caliper on because really there's no sense. I mean, this one's good. The pistons moved very free. This is a newer caliper anyways. The bracket was just kind of messed up, and I wasn't trying to deal with that and keep having issues down the line, so it's got a new bracket. That'll complete the caliper swap over. The next thing on the list is cleaning the garage out. Me and Sarah are gonna do it. Anyways, we need to get everything like organized, and like just, it's so cluttered in here, and my my work area is compromised, to say the least. So we're gonna start by putting everything out of the garage, pretty much the majority of stuff outside of the garage, and then we will.
I don't think we can put this outside.
Get back to get everything back inside here and organized. So we're making progress in here. I think I'm gonna put the engine in this corner right here for now, because it's gonna be a while before I do anything with this, and it's just been sitting here doing nothing in literally the middle of the garage. So we shall do that.
I know that I hate coming out to a dirty garage. Like, you know, nothing kills your motivation like coming outside ready to work, ready to get some shit done. Then you open the garage and it is an absolute pigsty mess. And during the wintertime, that's kind of what happens around here, because I'm not out there that much. I just throw a bunch of shit around and let it be. So in the spring, I like to do a good cleanup, and yeah, that's just what I'm doing. So I figured I'd make a time lapse of this real quick and show you guys the process.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
I said one time, no more.
Oh, God. Anyways, the garage is clean. We built this new shelf here for all the detailing products, which looks like we need to fill it up a little bit more. But now I got all this shelf space I don't know what to do with over here. So we'll figure that out. Got these organized up a little bit. Cleaned off my workspace. That was really bad. Moved these wheels around. I need to get these in my storage unit. Clean this up over here a little bit. Had to move the engine in the corner. It's in the way, and it's going to be a little bit before I'm doing anything with it. That'll be all for this one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.